Welcome to Shibuya Station, where I'm currently the tallest, except for that guy. But I got a call from Panasonic. They think I would enjoy their $2,000 camera more than my $4,000 Sony that I usually use. Not today, Sony. However, there are a couple features on this thing that really whirl my dervish. I don't understand. So we're gonna give them a try here in Japan. First one being we're gonna go down to Kamakura. We're gonna test out the IBIS, some of the steps in one of their temples. Then we're gonna go to Shinjuku. We're gonna test out real-time LUTs during some nighttime photography and some quick Instagram posts. And then we're gonna be here in Shibuya, and we're gonna test out the one that I'm most excited for, 6K open gate. 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 Which we're using right now, 6K open gate. This has been digitally cropped the whole time, but we've still been at 4K. Here, punch out. This is the shot that we shot. We punched all the way into this, and it's still 4K. I'll show you. This experiment in Japan was kind of a big deal. And if you use cameras at all, you know why. Like, I've been a Sony user for a couple years. I've put more than I like to admit into camera bodies and lenses, that whole ecosystem. So I'm not gonna be particularly antsy about the idea of starting from scratch in a whole new camera ecosystem. But there are a couple key features that Sony's been kind of ignoring, and Lumix, they kind of crushed with their S5 Mark II that are super important for content creation. So I was willing to dip my toe in, and we started in Kamakura. Panasonic sponsored the trip to Japan, which was super cool. They specifically wanted me to share my thoughts as a Sony user trying a Lumix camera. And they wanted me to be brutally honest about it, which I intend to be. But just like any other sponsored video, if you're interested in this camera, I highly recommend you go and check out the plethora of videos on it. Get a well-rounded opinion. Don't make it based on one sponsored video. Just an important disclaimer. Back to Kamakura. There's always a trade-off between cameras. I'll be getting things I've been dying to have, but I'll be losing things that I've grown accustomed to. And I need to see that trade-off. That's like the plan for today, where's that balance, right? So we'll see. Priority number 2 in this video is to flex the whole time. I've had like 2 Red Bulls a day this entire month, and it's showing. And so don't let my belly show. Can you stop? Every 30 seconds, 100 kids walk by with little white hats. Konnichiwa! I think I see a Panasonic store over here.
I don't know where Harris went. I lost him. Maybe the kids kidnapped him.
Lumix's in-body stabilization, or IBIS, is pretty bonkers. The S5 Mark II has 2 main IBIS functions. It's got E-stabilization, which is an active IBIS that I found a great test for on the steps of a beautiful temple there. This is where I burn off all the Red Bull. All right, this is 20 mil, 0 IS. Ready?
I'm ready.
Getting my calisthenics in. Now we got E-stabilization turned on. So this is all in body. You put that side by side. I have no idea how that turned out. The second IBIS mode is nuts though. It's something I've never seen before. I don't think it exists before this. It's called Boost IS, and essentially it lets you fake that the camera is on a tripod. That opening shot of this video at the train station, not shot on a tripod. Okay, my brain is breaking right now. I turn on Boost IS and it doesn't punch in, but it looks like it's on a tripod.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I can't.
Boosted.
I don't understand how there's no crop on Boost IS.
Yeah.
Every camera has caveats. That's nothing new. I always have to bring 2 cameras with me anywhere I go because this one will have super high resolution photos, but it won't have a flip out screen so I can't vlog. Or this one has a better body style for vlogging, but it has no UVC for streaming and it has fewer megapixels than my phone camera. This is a normal thing. There's still no perfect camera. But the thing that bugs me the most lately is how every camera crops their video. You ever switch your camera mode from photo to video and notice that it adds black bars to the top and bottom of the screen? Your sensor has a 3:2 aspect ratio, which is taller than the 16:9 videos that we watch. So when you switch to video, your camera just turns off all these pixels. It just doesn't use them. The S5 Mark II uses the entire sensor. This is called Open Gate, and it makes shooting for content creation so much easier.
Look at how much flexibility. You don't see it because I'm cropping it. Dustin, move it up and down in the edit so they can see the vertical flexibility. And I'm gonna ask you. No, I'm talking to you through here. Try to show side by side, like the 16:9 or the 2:1 that we usually cut in, and then also put.
If I wanted to take a clip of this video and I wanted to post it to TikTok or YouTube Shorts for extra exposure, I would have to crop it in to here. This is 9:16 vertical video. It gets really cramped. I have to crop in so much. But because we're shooting an open gate, I can actually zoom out to here and social content becomes so much easier. It also means that if I'm vlogging and I aim the shot a little bit low like this one, I have some leeway to adjust it. Easy peasy. It also means another really cool cinematic thing that I will show you later in this video. We used it for shooting a music video in Tokyo with Fuslie. More on that later. But our next stop in Japan was Shinjuku.
Forgot about that nasty.
Yeah.
Hold on, cut that out. We're at Omoide Yokocho, which means memory lane. And I just want to see how easy it is to get a picture with a LUT built in, send it to the phone and post it to Instagram. So you can shoot JPEG and RAW at the same time, which a lot of cameras can do, but with this one you can put a real-time LUT that's just on the JPEG. So if you want to drop it on your phone and post it real quick, you don't have to do any editing. The LUT is already on the photo, but then the RAW photo has no LUTs on it, it's still just RAW. So you have complete control. If you want to bring that back to your place, you can edit that up in Lightroom, but if you're just looking for a quick post while you're out and about, you've got the JPEG with the LUT baked in. Super cool. Can you get me a new profile picture?
I'm not a photographer, but I'll do my best.
What was your excuse again?
I'm not a photographer, but I'll do my best.
You're a photographer today. You ready?
I'm ready. This is our moment. There's not a lot of people.
This is my moment.
Maybe even going in reverse would be better.
Going back that way?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it looks endless.
Yeah, it does.
That's really cool.
I think that's the way.
That, good sir, is a banger.
Am I a photographer now?
I know this shot's very crooked, but it's okay because we have 6K open gate and we're gonna fix it in post. Is it fixed? It's fixed. All right, I got my picture. I'm posting it to Instagram right now. How was that? It was similar to a lot of other cameras that we were working with, where like for some reason it won't connect to the phone, it won't connect to the app. You got to try like 2 or 3 times. That's just for some reason kind of the norm with cameras. I hoped it would be better on this, but it was the same. But once we had it connected, which only took a couple minutes, I now have a fully edited photo with a LUT baked into it, ready to post. I didn't have to open Lightroom on my phone or anything. That's a nice touch, Lumix. Thank you. What's next? Lumix Base Tokyo. That's cool.
It is cool.
I've never been inside a camera base before.
I don't think other ones have them.
Is this the only one?
Yeah.
This might be the only one. すみません。番号はちょっと難しい。
25 years.
25。ロサンゼルスに住んでいました。
Almost, yeah.
すごい。Well, ちょっと待って。I'm practicing Japanese. I'm still working on it. They're lying. This is the tiniest, this is the world's smallest full frame sensor.
It's a mini full frame.
It's a mini full frame sensor, brand new technology. I feel like we shouldn't put that in there.
Dustin, how much anamorphic footage did you get? Do we have enough for a short montage over to Shibuya? Let's find out, I guess.
We're at Shibuya Crossing.
This music video was rough. I mean, like, it was fun, but it was really rough. We ran into Shibuya Crossing. We'd run in there, set up the camera, get the shot for 10 seconds, and then run back out to the sidewalk.
Look at him go.
And we did that for like an hour. And we're editing the video right now, and it's looking really good. But that was a lot of work.
I'm so glad I'm not a part of this. This is the most amazing thing ever.
But this is another place where open gate is a big deal. Anamorphic.
Do you know why it looks so good? Because of 6K open gates.
Let's go. I don't know what the heck that means.
Anamorphic lenses like this guy are these super cinematic lenses. I mean, look at that. What even is that? They stretch the footage up for you to squeeze back down later, making it like super wide. They give you awesome lens flares and this really cool bokeh that they're just really unique, beautiful lenses. I shot Fuslie's The Dawn music video entirely on this lens, and I think it turned out gorgeous. The problem was I shot it on a Sony where they already cropped the top and bottom of the image for you, so it turned out ridiculously wide. Being able to use the full sensor in anamorphic ends up helping a ton. Like, show the two different crops side by side on the screen here. To the left is the Sony anamorphic with the 16:9 sensor. To the right is the Lumix with open gate. I'm really excited for you guys to see this music video. We're gonna try uploading it in 6K. I don't know if YouTube does 6K, but we shot it all in 6K because this thing not only does open gate, it does 6K open gate. You're probably sick of hearing me say that by now. But now that I'm back home, I'm gonna test this thing across all my camera uses that I have. And then I'll post a more comprehensive, like, Sony user trying Lumix for everything video. So hit the subscribe button if you wanna see what that's like. Also hit the like button because, you know, you watched this far, you obviously like the video, and it's free, so thank you. But as far as my overall opinion on the three main features we tested here, we talk about IBIS. I give the IBIS a 9 out of 10. Definitely the best IBIS out there. Improvement over the Sony, but like, is it gonna change my workflow? Not really. It's just slightly more stable footage. Real-time LUT, I give an 8 out of 10. I like something that keeps me from having to make decisions while I'm out there and gives me more options, but they gotta make the transferring to the phone thing a little bit smoother. 6K open gate, 11 out of 10. I would leave Sony just for that. Again, for $2,000, that's bonkers Lumix. Bonkers.